So, what is the most significant event or events for you in 2022?
In 2022, I believe the most significant event for me has been what happened in Rome.
In Rome,
Yes, sir.
what happened?
When the Pope finally acknowledged the pain that the Catholic Church had put the Indian people through, and was able to say it with his own mouth, "I'm sorry." That was usual. That was usual.
Yeah.
It was a big lesson in humility for all of us to realize that, you know what, yeah, nobody's above anybody. I'm not righteous. I'm more righteous than anybody. We can all make mistakes, and at one point in our life, we have to come to a place to humble ourselves and simply say, you know what, yeah, please forgive me.
Indeed, an important moment. I do agree with you.
Unprecedented indeed.
Yeah.
You surely are not going to see the French apologize for what happened in Rwanda or any of the other countries they've helped mess around with.
You go. You're looking for trouble. You're looking for trouble. Do you know they can take your passport away? Huh?
It's okay. I have no problem with that. I have other passports.
Yeah, but I can see where it's coming from. Not only in Rwanda, but also in Libya.
Mais bien sûr. Attends.
I'm not trying to open a can of worms, but not in Rwanda.
Oh, listen.
No, let's speak the truth, man.
It is true.
Libya was run by
Libya.
crazy men. It was run by crazy men. We only was crazy men, but at least it was a sense of stability. But as soon
Yeah.
as we went ahead and removed the guy,
They destroyed that country. They made that country a living hell.
yeah, for all of us.
But you're
That's
right
true.
by saying that they could. I think it's important it's the governments. Because technically, if you're looking at the populations, then essentially there's no massive issues, but the governments are rotten to the core. If you see what what is being done, how things are being pursued year after year, mandates after mandates, presidents after presidents, it has gotten worse and worse and worse. Effectively, if you talk about France, for example, it has not gotten better. There's not been any
Yeah.
leader that has made that country shine in any positive light.
I would even say that in France, democracy is suffering.
Big
There's
time.
a sense of censorship that I've never seen in France, where these government in particular.
Yeah, but I mean, when it comes to France, I might have to disagree with you, because from 1981 to 1995, there was a great man by the name of François Mitterrand, otherwise known as
Tonton
Dieu.
François.
Tonton François.
Dieu.
It was different.
Well, but then you are at the same time condoning the fact that François Mitterrand playing a disruptive role in breaking down equilibriums of forces and changes, necessary changes, like the arrival at power of Thomas Sankara, his assassination because he confronted him, etc. His intervention, even in the, during the apartheid time, François Mitterrand did not do anything really to, if anything, he was collaborating with Peter Botta and all these folks. I mean, you name
Yeah.
it, all of the big, look, I honestly, I understand that it was great in terms of he was a great
And it was
Machiavellic
another.
leader, but I don't know if he was great as far as being a human being. And for having if you look at his I don't know his family, but I've crossed paths with one of his sons. I think it's Frederic. And yeah, that guy's behavior. This guy walks in Africa like it's his backyard, man.
Oh, he used to be in my house all the time. I remember him.
Well,
The one that was a
A
lawyer
good
was
man.
always.
He was a good man.
it was what?
If he was coming to your house, he was a good man. Because that,
No, let's
It was. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Mountain of inspiration, know the concepts, concept of politics.
Because
Listen.
if that is listening, because papa, s'il venait à la maison, c'était un homme très fort. Moi, je
Ah
parle
oui,
en
c'est
français
vrai.
parce que il faut le dire haut et fort. Papa, c'était un homme très fort.
That's true. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I want to see in 2023. I want to see Mountain of Inspiration and Boddhi Satva doing a Monday Quality Talk. Okay. You guys would be amazing with your knowledge of Africa, both of you, and of history. That would be an amazing show that I would love to watch. So I believe you guys should make it happen.
No,
and vice versa. And I'm seeing that Mountain of Inspiration still haven't invited us in his channel. When he invited me in his channel, it was full of technical problems.
Starting to talk about some nonsense, man. Maybe his audience is into some other things. We might start talking about stuff that's.
Listen, listen. The audience of Mountain of Inspiration, so I went to click in a few people who leave comments. You have people that are in truck all day, live streaming from trucks. I was like, yo, and buying crypto. I was like, all right, okay, where you find those people?
There you go.
That's great.
We're gonna make it happen.
We have to.
And again, and I overheard something very quick. I want to go back to that very quickly.
Julie is saying that she's coming to your house soon, Mountain of Inspiration. She's going to Montreal. She wants to be in the friends room. Just giving you the heads up.
But I'm not even home.
Well, she'll find you there.
Voilà, c'est pas des bêtises comme ça quand t'invites pas sur les gens de Montée d'inspiration. Voilà, c'est ça. C'est la montagne de l'inspiration. Toi, tu amènes des choses dans des endroits, dans les...
Mais
vraiment, mais c'est pas possible.
Tout le monde a le droit de monter la montagne. Tout le monde. Même les bochos pointus.
I'm gonna answer you. You see what happened to this young man was not spending time in jail? The rapper who shot his girlfriend in the foot.
Yeah.
There you go. Everything I do is about it's a business decision.
That's true.
Everything I do.
You're not gonna shoot Julie in the foot, won't you?
On a monté sur la montagne.
Non, mais c'est la réponse,
But you know how they got him? They didn't get him because the chief of accusation, the charge was not he shot her. The charge was using a weapon in a way that was dangerous for everybody, and having a weapon with you. That's what he was charged on. That's how they got him, because somebody saw him firing that thing 5 times and going crazy. And listen, at a point you cannot go around punching people, punching August Altina, pretending you're a gangster because you have people around you. Anger management. Like you said, it's a business decision. Everything you say, everything you do is a business decision. Just like Boddhi Satva and his Kenyan fan, that he had an assault charge almost last year.
In 2021?
Tu es bête. Kaysha, pourquoi tu es bête comme ça? Je n'ai jamais vu quelqu'un de bête comme toi. Et puis, it's not even true. I never had... No.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
You're playing with fire, because even you received a letter at your name.
Because of you.
You received
because of you.
No, not because of me. Who said that? Who asked you to make comments about TT? Sorry. Who asked you to make comments about BREAST and L
on your live stream?
LDF. Dis, comment? Attendez. Mountain of Inspiration, parlez un peu à ce garçon. Il est en train de nous dévoiler des.
So
ça, c'est aussi vraiment politique.
So if I still
no, listen. No, she threatened my kids.
I will get a letter.
Huh? Listen, you might have one too, because she was crazy.
No. MOI won't get nothing. No. That person. Look,
we should.
Okay, you should give context, because you love to drop this kind of nonsense and then leave it like that. Then people will start running their mouth.
So the context is, Boddhi has ladies that during the quarantine were coming to dance, listening to his show, right? And
Live.
during his
Well,
life.
well, from their homes or whatever, yeah.
And because he's a guy who knows no boundaries, he start giving his number to some of them.
No, that's not true.
and
It's
be-
not a question of number. You see. Okay.
Can I give the context?
If I start with you, this is
Can I
this is false. It's not a question of not knowing boundaries.
Can
It
I
is a
give the
matter-
context?
Well, it is your perspective. Then it's fine. Let's go.
Okay, listen. All I know is he started with people on his live stream being in the chat, right? And now they're having private conversations. So somehow,
Professionally.
pardon, il faut pas me déranger quand je donne le contexte à mon cousin.
J'aime pas ça.
Monsieur,
Vas-y, je t'écoute.
nous sommes des bantous.
Oui.
Donc, so for somehow, I don't know why, they start having private conversation because apparently he does business with everybody that's in his chat, right? Okay, cool, no problem. And from that conversation, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know where maybe, for some reason. I mean, it's not for some reason. It's not. I'm not shocked a bit, but DJs make women feel certain things. I don't know why. And then I don't know. Maybe she thought they had a bond that was more than professional. I don't know about that. But then she started like being in the chat, doing donation all the time. So those guys from Afro House, they think everybody's brothers, sisters. They like to have this vibe. And then they were having a conversation about something. I don't even know what the conversation was about. They were just having a debate about something, and she me too him. All of a sudden, she was like, "Yeah, you are aggressive, huh?" And then she started going crazy.
Are you done with your explanation?
Et me, I was like, qui t'a envoyé là-bas parler avec ces gens? And then, yeah. And now, I receive emails.
Very good with
wait.
Wait.
And now I receive emails when she's like, yeah, and your kids will fiddle the car. I was like, hey, what do I have to do with that? What do I have to do with that shit? What do I have to do with this? So I ask him.
You're sexist. And you wanna be. What did you say? What did you say?
And I was like, what do I have to do with this? Why am I in the email?
No, look. So this is the thing.
So what did you promise her? Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. Tori Satva. Tori Satva, tell us the truth.
This is the problem with you, Kaysha. You see, the thing is that I think this is the reason why you're very... Okay, let me just finish. I'm not going to go there yet. So the reason with this woman, what happened is this.
Yes.
She was very active, strong fan, extremely present. And as you said, yes, you're right. In our industry, there's a sense of like your brother, sister kind of vibe. And it's very brotherly. So the display of attention was really in that sense. And yes, we had an interaction during the lives. We it was very, let's just say, very colorful when we do the lives on Instagram. We would talk about, intercourses between men and women, the fidelity, just basic.
Eh Dieu Seigneur. Hey.
Basic information
Buddha.
would be of interest. And actually, we actually had, whenever she would jump on a live, there would be quite a lot of following because she was very funny.
Okay.
And also very educated as well. And then, as I felt like she looked like she was somebody that was sensible, at least at first. I said, okay, look, let's chat outside of this whole IG thing. So I gave her my information, and I think, and because the problem is this, you forget, because again, I don't look at myself as Boddhi Satva. I look at myself as just who I am. So if we're exchanging, for me, I'm not like.
That's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up.
That's why I fucked up. Fair enough, but it's my intention is not to try to get into your panties.
Let's call her.
Now,
I'm joking.
now.
Okay, I have to excuse myself.
No, I'm out. He's not even a call.
Yeah.
Nobody. He doesn't even have numbers. But bottom line is this: the
Yeah.
person, at a certain point, I'm asking a very simple question. That question was a question connected to ignorance that I had. Not saying that I'm not educated, but I'm ignorant about the connection between. It was right at the beginning of this whole LGBTQIA plus and Black
Okay.
Lives Matter situation, and I said, since she looked like she was educated enough about the topic,
Because she
this
lives in
was a
America.
because she lives in America, she knows these things more, and she's into she knows this whole thing. Or at least she might know and be able to educate me on the matter. I asked, I said, what is the connection between the two? Because I don't understand, I don't get it. Ooh, Lord, I should have not asked that question. It's like the way she jumped on me from that point on. I was
So wait. What
bigot,
was
I
the
a
question?
racist.
What was the question?
I said I don't see the connection, and I wonder what is the connection between Black Lives Matter and the LGBTQIA plus movement. I didn't
Okay.
say that I hate this, I hate that, or I'm not. I'm just asking what is the connection so I can understand, because I don't see how they would connect. You know.
Okay.
And it's a question of curiosity for me to be
Just to let
educated
you,
and
just to let
then
you know, Mr. Kaysha, you might need to edit this part out there because this may this may land you in hot as well.
Let me
even you now you're saying it. You imagine?
No, I
Let-
know how it goes. I know how it goes.
let me see if I'm demonetized already. Let me see.
So just from asking that question,
Nope, not yet.
jump to the throat, and literally I started being called all sorts of names, attacked to my person, attacked. I just asked you a question. This is a private conversation between you and I. I don't understand what have I said that is so offensive. I'm asking you a genuine question. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to understand so that if you expose me the information to my attention, I can then have a better understanding and then move on with my life, because it's just a simple question. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yo, and then from that, everything else that Kaysha said happened.
course.
Oh, this and that.
Then it
Oh,
was like,
let me
tu te prends pour un noir.
tu te prends pour un noir, sale con, ceci, cela. Oh, je dis, mais attends. La go
You
commence
wanna
à
be
m'harceler,
and your-
elle a harcelé
and
tout le
your
monde.
friends.
Je suis pas
Okay.
le seul, hein. Elle a harcelé, il n'y a pas que Kaysha. Elle a harcelé au moins une dizaine de personnes. À tel point qu'elle est allée même dire que, oh non, j'ai essayé de lui demander de l'argent. Je dis, toi, tu es malade? Mais attends, mais à quel moment? Oh, que j'essaie de l'abuser via le téléphone. Tu me demandes des bêtises pareilles, imbéciles comme ça. Oh.
I agree with what Julie is saying. They are linked because of the founders. Actually, the founder of one is the girlfriend of the other. And the money that went to one went to the other. And they built houses.
Pardon. Vous aussi, vous cherchez à être qu'un seul, vous tous là. Pardon,
No, I'm
faut
just
plus parler de
saying.
ça. Faut plus parler de ça. Remove that from your mouth.
So
Now,
how did you
with cancel culture police,
how did you fix
fix
your
nothing.
problem?
Yeah, get the fuck out of my life, man. I don't need you. And if you come back for me, you'll find out. So cut the person
Yeah.
away. Boo, boo, boo. And to the point, it was obsessive. Month of expression, c'était obsessif. C'est-à-dire que
She was sending messages through donations.
because she was blocked everywhere.
So
was
she
starting
started
to send
sending
to
messages.
my agent, to this, to that.
That's when I started receiving emails.
Oh,
And I was like, what?
No, actually, she was in love, and she didn't understand and how to do this, how to catch attention. Since I was not responding to whatever,
So
and I didn't.
did
because I
she
didn't
tell
see
you?
it.
Did she tell you at a point? Did she say sorry? Did she, because sometimes they just,
Never. This person
Maybe you should-
kept with that same energy. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't continue to ask anything, because the moment The moment she had the audacity to say that I tried to abuse her or whatever through WhatsApp, are you mad? How?
Oh no, excuse me. So
Yeah.
this conversation moved to WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, merci. See, that's when I told him. That's when I told him. Block her everywhere.
Don't
So
you?
basically, you
Check
went too
check
far.
the cable of your connection mounted.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean to go because I'm actually not, and someone's waiting for me.
Okay.
But I'm still watching the live.
Il n'y a pas de problème.
So we will continue. This was
I
we will
love it
continue
so much.
about.
But just one thing. If you invited to your WhatsApp, that means that you invited your home. So that's
But that's the thing. That's how you guys at the time. Me, I'm not seeing it like that.
That's
I'm
listen.
not
I
even
told
seeing it
him.
in a way of like, oh, this is anything. For me, it's just like
I told him from the get go. Block her everywhere. I told him block. You never listen to me. You never listen to me.
Je n'aime pas ça. Ne sois pas malhonnête. C'est après coup, mais pas avant. Parce que juste, even you and I, we had even a conversation, the two of us, you and I and her on WhatsApp, if you remember.
I remember that.
Afterwards, when
she started going crazy, that's when I told you, block her everywhere. You have to block her everywhere.
And we did, and I blocked her from everywhere. But then yet she was still trying to reach out to other YouTube channels. Every time she would come through with a new channel, I would block that channel. Hey.
So just a very quick disclaimer. So whoever she is, please don't come after Mountain of Inspiration. Don't come after me. I don't like this kind of nonsense.